Hello and welcome to my tarot corner. Now, as you all know, Meghan loves to brag with her Diana jewelry, and I say it with quote unquote because we don't really know how much of her jewelry is really Diana's. But she really loves to brag as if she does have jewelry from Diana, and then it has become known that Charlotte will be given Diana's jewelry. And I read even that William spoke to the Earl of Spencer about giving Charlotte the Spencer tiara. Now, although Earl Spencer has two daughters of his own, and I'm sure they would want to have the tiara for themselves, but even they agreed that Diana's eldest granddaughter should have her tiara, and well, it doesn't really matter if there is Elizabeth or not. I'm sure that Meghan is just green with an envy, but I thought it would be interesting to check and to see what I can see around that. And advice here will be for Charlotte and not for Meghan, because never mind what kind of advice we will give Meghan, she will not listen to it. So first I'm going to start with this beautiful Wheel of the Fortune deck, and then the beautiful crystal grid oracle, because it is jewelry and it's just amazing art. So let's start with clearing the deck and getting the cards that fell through, which one of them is the Three of Swords and the other is Death. So, but let's see what we can see around the around this. So first I'm cleaning the deck. And now I'm going to ask the question. So how is Meghan feeling about Charlotte getting Diana's jewelry? How does Meghan feel about Charlotte getting Diana's jewelry? Charlotte is getting Diana jewelry. What kind of advice can we give Charlotte around this? Okay, so our first card is the Significator card. And I will do the horseshoe spread. And okay, Nine of Swords. Nine of Swords, this is worry, but this is justified worry. And this is exactly how she feels. She cannot even sleep at night just from the thought that Charlotte will be getting Diana's jewelry. She is so worried around this. She just cannot sleep at night. This is like the worst thing that can happen to her. This is like a failure. This is a completely wrong judgment. This is feeling completely destroyed. And this is the card before the Ten of Swords. So we still have the storm to come. So she's worried about it because she knows that the storm will come, and the storm will be that Charlotte will be getting those jewelry. Now the next card is the past. And in the past we get the Eight of Cups. And the Eight of Cups, many people would say, okay, they left. This is true, but the Eight of Cups is more than that, because the Eight of Cups is a card of letting go, of leaving the situation, leaving the subject, and just giving up the struggle, letting universe do its course. But if you don't do that, then you just don't get to the next level, which is the Nine of Swords, which is wishes coming true. And this is this becomes a despair card, and unwilling to give up, and she is unwilling to give up everything that is concerned with Diana's jewelry. And this is also problems around a mother. And once again, and because the moon here is very significant, and this is true with all tarot cards that have a very big moon in them, and even in also in the Rider-Waite tarot, the moon is very significant. And because the moon is so significant, this is also showing us that this is very much around the mother. Now, the person here is very, very small, but he is climbing a mountain. He is leaving all of the happiness he had behind him, and he is climbing a mountain. And this is what Meghan is doing. She would rather not be happy, or she is not even trying to be happy. She keeps finding more and more reasons of not being happy, more and more reasons of worry, of being justifiedly worried. And this is how she feels, because she is never content. Okay, so this is the past. Now, what is the present? And the present is the Four of Wands. And the Four of Wands is actually a good card, because it is a card that tells her to enjoy the road and not think about the outcome so much. If you enjoy the road, then you get to a good place. But if you don't do that, then things are starting to go wrong. Then we get into all kind of unnecessary struggles and power struggles. You don't get the happy family and the happy house here, which is depicted in the card. This is what she can have. This is what she can have. This is what her present can be. But if she's not doing the right thing, and if she's not actually enjoying the road, and not thinking about results, and not thinking about the jewelry all the time, then we get someone who is impatient, who is unsatisfied all the time, over self-confident that he will or she will succeed in everything that she's doing, but unable to deal with failure, and unable even to deal with success. Okay, so our next card is future outcome. So what does the future hold? And we have the Nine of Cups, which is a very good card, because she has everything that she could wish for in terms of happiness, and she could be happy. She has everything. She has money. She has a husband who actually does everything she tells him. This is like a card of a wish coming true. But when this card comes along, there is the question: does she know how to accept abundance? And many people don't, and Meghan surely don't. And because she doesn't know how to accept abundance, then we get needing that she needs to prove herself all the time, over materialistic, restless, because she's a perfectionist. All the time needing to prove things, to prove herself, to prove that she's better, and she's expecting a success without any effort. And this is because she doesn't know how to accept abundance. Abundance is something that we also need to know how to accept. And this is one of the things that I do a lot with clients, is talking about them about the need to know how to accept abundance. And when you know how to accept abundance, then it does come over. But it won't come if you don't. And abundance doesn't have to be richness in money. It also means happiness. It means a lot of things. And but you have to know how to accept that. Okay, next card is what is the best approach for the situation? And we get the Four of Cups. And the Four of Cups is a card of doubts. Now, from Charlotte's point of view, when she would be older, this would be like doubt if she deserves to get all of Diana's jewelry, but for Meghan, it's the doubt that she thinks that it's unfair. She will say it. Not even maybe not right now, but she will come out with it one way or another. She will find a way of coming out with it and expressing her doubts and thinking that it is wrong, being just, even I don't know what she's going to say in Ellen's show, but she will find a way to show how this is a way that her children are being neglected, that she was being neglected, and this is something that this is the doubt card. This is what the this is how she knows how to handle things. She doesn't know how to handle things better. Okay, so this is her approach. And then we get the attitude of others. And the attitude of others, it's the Four of Swords. And who are the others? The others might be Catherine and William, other people from the royal family, which may come and say right now, don't decide yet, or wait until you actually say it out loud. Decide not to decide. Take a pause. Don't come out with what is going to happen with Diana's jewels publicly too public. Don't give Meghan any reasons for saying how wrongly she was treated. And this is what this card says. The others, which is most probably Charlotte's parents and the other members of the royal family, and even the Spencer family, right now they don't want to come out with something public or something formal, but they want to get this to get a rest for the entire question, the entire subject. Okay, next card is the card of challenges to be faced, and we get the Page of Pentacles. Now, the Page of Pentacles is the clerk. He is someone who is very meticulous, very orderly, very organized, and I can only imagine it as someone standing in Meghan's head and making a list of all the things that she thinks that she should be getting, and even making an appraisal for each and every jewel that will go to Charlotte and not to her. And I don't think that she even thinks about a little bit. She's thinking about herself. So this is someone who is cheap. This is someone who is passive. This is someone who is a coward, and this is someone who is very, very good in making all kind of calculations, let's say it that way. And I would, call it the Polish Jewish mother, the one who keeps saying how much she deserves and she hasn't gotten that and that and that and that. Okay. That's the challenges, and the final outcome is the Knight of Swords. Now, the Knight of Swords has many ways of looking at it. It is actually, many see it as someone who is very, let's say, ready to fight. But actually it is the spoiled kid, someone who would rather let others do the fighting for him, someone who is stubborn, someone who is not doing things for others. He wants others to do things for him, and that is why he misses the opportunities. And if he would start being active, then he can become the Ace of Swords and be very, very, very good in making all of the his thoughts and ideas realize in the material world. But because he is still a knight, then he misses the opportunities. But the main card here, I would say, is the card that is the Significator, the Nine of Swords. This is how Meghan sees this entire situation. And let's see what the advice from the underlying, and that is advice for Charlotte. And I get the Six of Pentacles, which could be, what could be nicer than that? And this card tells Charlotte, if you give, you will receive. And if you receive, it means that you deserve it. You get what you deserve. And this is a card that tells her, good, be giving, how do you say it? Generous, be generous, give as much as you can, and when you give, you will receive. And this is the best advice that she can get, and I'm sure that she will, because she is her parents' daughter. So this is the tarot, and now let's see the crystal grid oracle. Okay, bigger cards, a lot harder to shuffle. Let's see what kind of advice can we get from this deck for Charlotte. So first I'm going to clean it. Advice for Charlotte. Advice for Charlotte. Advice for Charlotte. Okay. So the main stone we get is the black tourmaline, and this is protection. So she needs protection. She needs to be protected. Her aunt will do whatever she can to hurt her in a way. And it doesn't mean hurting her physically. It can also be hurting her emotionally. She will find a way to hurt her. And this is something that she needs protection from. And the black tourmaline is the protection card, gem, the protection crystal, and she needs that protection. She needs, because Meghan actually hates her. That's what I think. She really hates her. And as I told you before, things like that usually manifest if they are being thought. And if Meghan thinks about bad things that can happen to Charlotte, these things can actually manifest because of the way the universe works. And she needs a lot of protection in order to, because I believe that Meghan has these abilities to manifest bad things. In a way, it's not witchery, yes, but it is a way of manifesting bad things, because she actually thinks about it so much. She thinks about it and she says it so many times, and she's so engrossed with it that she is able to actually manifest it. And this is why Charlotte needs that protection. And this is not only physical protection, it's also mental protection. So I hope that she is protected. I hope that she gets all the protection that she needs. And I hope that she will get those jewelry, because I don't think anyone deserves them more than she does. So this is it for this reading, and I hope you liked it. And if you did, please like, subscribe, write me an email, write me a comment, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.